Let's just do the next one.
Oh,
Wow.
let's just roll these first four in line, huh? These are pure
Oh my
cringe.
god, you're gonna kill me.
I've seen this
Yeah,
one on
right.
ironically I think I did her first episode, Fistful of Feminism, one of her earlier episodes I'd done on my channel. And I guess Baron got to her now that she said that, not all women have periods and, not only women have periods. Which is a great
It's
thing
an
to say.
interesting argument to make.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Fistful of Feminism. My name is Monica, and today we're celebrating women.
Monica seems a little beaten down to me. Like, she used to have so much more pep in her
I
step.
know. I kind of feel bad. I mean, she really did used to have some pep there. She used to be a lot firmer in her beliefs, I think. I think this last few weeks on YouTube has been hard on her.
Bearing certainly didn't help.
No.
But you can tweet her. So actually, this is my request to our audience. Tweet something nice to Monica.
Yes.
Let's be different.
Just
let's
whatever
be the
you do, don't
stand-up
point
guys
out
for
that she's
once.
white passing. That's all. She hates that she's white passing, that you could theoretically walk past her without thinking she was Asian. That drives her nuts.
That's awesome.
Women's History Month. I'm going to go on a little bit of a Feminist 101 rant.
That is your
I
entire
can't
channel,
wait.
dear. Everything is Feminism 101 with you people. That's all we ever hear about.
Yeah, I mean they're always. Isn't that just the definition of regression? Just like, let's bring this back to the basics, guys. Let's rehash what you already all know. It's like, oh no,
These guys
that's a
are-
good screenshot too.
yeah, isn't it
Someone
though?
should do something with that.
Oh, I've got a couple in my next video that you guys are gonna love. Oh my god, if you liked this, oh, this other girl, the lips on her. Oh, the lips on this chick.
No one will ever beat Jank.
We'll see about that.
So, I'm on my period right now.
Oh,
We all needed that.
thanks. God save
And
us
it really
from the
sucks.
period feminist.
Yeah, we all needed to hear that.
I hate it. It's painful, costs a lot of money to manage. It's just, there's nothing great about it. But what bugs me and a lot of other
in the
people.
kitchen, bitch.
Yeah. I love when people when they read that comment, these feminists think that these guys are like being dead serious. We're literally just saying what you think you want us to say. We're just saying
I'm
what you
also-
say we're saying, so why not say it?
It's not even. I don't think it's that we're necessarily grossed out by this. I think it's just like, why is this coming up?
Once when I was 14, I woke up in a pool of my own ejaculate. We don't have these kind of discussions. What's your point, dear? Do you see how weird this
pool, you
is?
say.
Do you see how weird that is? You see? Maybe don't talk about your bodily functions.
Let's have a public conversation about this, Hagward. Actually, I really want to get familiar with the details.
Exactly.
Is when periods are associated with womanhood. Here's the 101 part. Not all women get periods.
You're right. Some women abuse themselves early in life through some forms of overexertion and not eating, and they never get their periods. That's a thing. And then some women reach a certain age and they stop having their periods. And some women were men that cut their penises off, and they don't have periods either. Have we pretty much covered that?
Yeah, she's gonna get into that, and she's gonna go even farther than that.
Oh, it's
Which
lovely.
is amazing.
Or have uteruses, or have ovaries. Some women don't have periods. Some men have periods. Some people who have
Well, look, I bleed out of my dick on a regular basis, but they said it was a medical condition, not a period.
They said it was a fungus.
Yeah, they said it was a
To me-
problem. It wasn't a good thing.
No, look, it's normal. It's completely normal. Oh no.
no gender at all have periods. Some non-binary folk, trans folk, many different other kinds of identities, some of them have periods. But
So this is the other end of the spectrum that really irritates me. I am so just bothered that trans gets thrown in there with no gender, non-binary, intersex. What the fuck even is intersex? I cannot keep track of all of this. It is such a clusterfuck.
Yeah, it's funny because even some of the people who were on their side, people who get bitched at on a regular basis, like Patton Oswalt, who I've been a fan of for a long time, but he does tend towards the attempting to be the good guy, if you will.
Sure.
And in his latest stand-up, he actually goes off about this, where he's like, look, I am an old white man. I do not know all these words. And for you to get mad at me because I don't know these words is the problem. Like, I'm a dumb white dude. You need to just be used to that by now. Like, just, there's no reason for you to expect me to know these words you change and make up on a regular basis.
These things came about in like the last 5 years.
And they came about on goddamn Tumblr, so...
Which is a site that I refuse to use.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. It is that. It's not so much that I mind that people want to live how they want to live. It is that haughty attitude, like, oh my God, you need to know what gender I am. You need to know you need to have read the encyclopedia of social justice bullshit.
Listen, you need to educate yourself and be able to recognize that I'm a trans pansexual dragonkin, like on site, and address me by my proper pronouns of Z, Zer, rah!
Yeah, it's like, oh my God, I just lost it. But no, it's that entitled attitude. They act like these things are part of the common vernacular, and outside of this community, they are just not.
No, they're nonsense words.
Like, it's them who knows it, and then it's us who makes fun of it, but we in no way represent, like, the populace at large.
Yeah, no, by no means.
It's a bunch of, like, neckbeards on Twitter who give a shit about this, but, from kind of a hateful standpoint.
Yeah, for real.
Thank you.
No, not every woman has a period. We all should understand.
Yes, why is that important? Why is that the hill we're dying on? I mean, this is just a biological fact, but all healthy breeding age women have periods. How's that? Does that help categorize things for you because you're clearly retarded?
She has a Quentin Tarantino poster.
Of course
what movie
she
is
does.
That? It's Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, of course she does. Yeah, it's Pulp Fiction. It's just a hipster thing to have.
I think that film would be, I don't know, doesn't seem very particularly feminist to me.
Yeah, but it's just a hipster thing to have. That's all. Just like half the other shit on her walls.
He hasn't even seen it.
I mean, look, she's got Japanese or Chinese fucking fish there. She's got some emo band poster. That's pretty much what you'd expect.
I think part of the pep in her step is I liked her old setup better.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like, is this her? Are we looking at
her
bed?
cross-legged on a bed? Her cross-legged on her bed isn't enough production value for you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, especially if we're gonna be talking about periods.
Understand that gender, sex, not the same things. They're two completely different social constructions.
I like it. It's a gender.
Yes, gender and sex are different things. However, they do tend to be related. I don't know why that's so upsetting for these fucking lunatics.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at most people, they match up. It's a very small amount of people that have the problem of them not matching up.
Mm-hmm.
And look, I mean, obviously I've been talking about it because Reese is such a social justice warrior. And I love when I get those accusations. It's like, motherfucker, have you seen any of my content?
Yeah, we make fun of everyone.
But yeah, at the same time, I don't understand the point of this video. I don't understand why this rant was on her mind. It's peering into an area that I don't want to see. That she sat down for a long time and she was like, I really want to talk about periods.
Yeah, she's like, I've really got to get this out. I just do. There's no way I can let this slide.
Oh, the flow of this video is a little off.
What gets me really, really angry is when I, a person who does have a period, goes to the store to buy some hygiene products. Of course, all it says is women's hygiene or feminine hygiene, and everything is gendered, so you can
That's
buy.
what grinds your gears?
Yeah, they can't stand that things are labeled in a manner that allows them to be found in an easy way. That drives them nuts. The fact that you can find, or that it just doesn't say like tampon pads or some shit like that. It specifically says feminine hygiene products.
See, that's part of the problem too. Like, you shouldn't have to cater to.
Should you just say
like,
female?
to everyone.
Would that make them feel better? Do they just is it actually the word feminine that bothers them, and not the implication that it's for women? Do you think it's actually that it's for people that identify as women, not people that are genetically female?
There's that. And I just think it's really revealing. Like, this is where they've chosen to hang their hat. Like, this is the big issue for like the hip young feminist vloggers. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, well, it's the same as people complaining about the aisles at toy stores being boys' toys and girls' toys.
I mean, that's such bullshit too. Like, really, this is it. This is what you guys are. The issue you're choosing to die on. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you realize how whiny that is?
Yeah. Ironically
pink
childish.
Yeah.
tampons and pink pads.
By the way, they're not. Most of them aren't pink. That's a very small percentage. Most of them are white.
I haven't
or
seen too many pink.
they're
tampons.
usually pretty standard packaging, man. It's not big pink boxes that say "for your pussy." That's not how that.
For girls.
That's not how this is marketed, man.
Like, somehow these materials are just inherent to womanhood. And for those
Oh, then don't use them in free bleed like the good feminist you are, dear. Don't use them.
Maybe that's the next step for women.
Just ruin
Free-
everything you touch and let your fermented pussy blood drip everywhere. It'll be fine. It'll be totally fine.
Worse than free bleeding is when they put it on their faces.
Yeah, put on that pussy war paint, girl.
That's like, I think that might be the worst thing I've ever seen come out of the feminist movement.
Yeah. Yeah, it's lovely.
That's about as low as you can get.
of you who are new to feminism, it's okay if you don't know right away that gender and sex are different things.
They always sound like they're proselytizing their religion. It always.
And
For
they're
those
so
of you new to Christianity, if you don't understand how the triumvirate works, then that's okay. We can explain it to you. Okay.
It's okay. It's okay if you know Hagbard. It's okay if you don't know it at 1st. But if you don't figure this shit out soon, oh, we're jumping down your throat.
Basically, yeah. If you don't agree with us really soon, then there's going to be a problem.
There's gonna be blood, pussy blood.
Okay if you're working through the narrative that you've been taught all of your life, that all women have periods or uteruses, vaginas, etc.
Oh,
I mean, it's not a narrative. It's just a trend.
Do these people know how insane they sound?
It's a conspiracy theory.
They didn't. This isn't something that was imposed on humanity. This is something we acknowledged about the species, and it's just how things work.
Yeah,
You have to
he pointed
understand
to
that.
the example of women who abuse their bodies, and then in the only case where women don't have periods, it's because they were born with a biological male's body. But for the most
Or
part,
they
if
were
you do
born
look at
with
the
an otherwise some weird genetic condition that makes it so they never form appropriate female parts. They never form
Yeah, but
secondary
for the most
sexual
part,
characteristics.
The
all those
trend
things.
is that most women have periods.
Yes, most women will be, capable of producing children, and that would be indicative by the fact that they bleed out of their vaginas.
And if you look, the trans community is such a small minority that you could say, oh well, there's people who identify as male who have periods, and there's people who identify as female who don't. But it's such a small amount. It doesn't even really factor into the conversation to say we need to move this out. of the
No, and it's
women's
even
aisle.
more fun because they're ignoring the fact that it's actually one of the problems with post-transition is that it's never quite what you were expecting. So then you transition from male to female, but you can't get pregnant and you can never have a period, so you personally never feel fully female. It's actually a really big issue. And it's just getting pushed under the rug for the sake of not hurting feelings.
Yeah, and it's something that people should definitely be honest about. And to me, I don't know if there's necessarily a cure. Not even cure sounds bad.
Well,
but,
no, there is
a
really nothing
solution.
that can be done that we would consider. I mean, we're dealing with that as it comes. So
It's such a massive genetic fuck up from the very beginning that I honestly don't know if there's anything we really can do besides transition. I mean, that's the best we have right now.
yeah, basically.